This is the first trip in the 2004 FBI DOJ New Orleans SWAT unit.
Let's go for a start. Alright guys, welcome to our channel. This is the first video. It's going to be super awkward, super weird talking to the camera. This is my baby Z, Zara. She's riding with me. Here goes nothing. Rolling out.
And from all the nerves of filming and starting off this trip, I forget to introduce myself in the channel. I am Ashton, this is Undercover Overland. I hope you like it.
Heading up to a vineyard in Marshall, North Carolina. Can't remember the name of it, but I'll fill you in a minute. Okay, not sure if you can see that. Starting out 12,394 miles.
On the clock.
Charleston.
This is going to be a 12-state road trip.
Where you travel like this. Cherokee Wolfpack, fifth wheel.
No thanks.
What do you think, Pete? What do you think about that? You don't care? Yeah, I don't care either. Kind of a boring drive right here. West out of Charleston. Super boring. Zara thinks so too. Alright, let's take a little rest stop, huh, people? Let's see what's going on here. Take a look at everything. Make sure we didn't lose a load. That's what she said.
Continue straight for 15 minutes to I-26 towards Vernon.
Zara's anxiety is reduced a little bit. Right, Z? As well as mine. Trying to get used to this truck, watching the tire temperatures. Old beast, 2004. Alright, carry on.
This whole area right here was flooded
when the Asheville floods happened. This is pretty close to that area. And
In 1,000
total
feet,
devastation
turn left.
everywhere. This is a year later, and they're still rebuilding. Yeah, it's north of Asheville and Marshall, North Carolina. Just gonna head over the bridge, up a super windy, steep cliff. I mean, it would just cut back and cut back. The host of the vineyard gave me the wrong directions. Super awesome. And it was really dangerous. Yeah, I was kind of freaked out, to tell you the truth. When I called the host, he said that I took the wrong directions. No, I followed the directions that were on the app. It's the RV Overnights app.
Tight through here.
Sorry about adjusting my gimbal every 2 seconds here. Just trying to get used to the Osmo Pocket 3.
Dang, that's steep.
Yeah, I didn't know what this deliverance shit was.
You'll
little
arrive
sketchy.
at 196 Cabin Hole Drive.
Turns around there.
Jewel of the Blueridge Vineyard.
You will see coming up, 85-year-old guy takes care of this whole vineyard by himself. Unbelievable. I've been building this rig out for about 6 months.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah.
Is it 4-wheel drive?
It is 4-wheel drive.
Great.
Yep.
And you'll have no trouble going around.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to, you can back around here and back up, but most people just pull around the building.
Okay.
You should have no trouble with your rig.
So I've been doing that for 6 months, and I'm hitting the road. I'm going to go visit my dad up in Montpelier, Vermont for about a month.
Oh.
He just turned 86.
Ah,
So that's going to be, I haven't seen him in a few years. So
yeah, he's my age then.
yeah.
Good.
You're 86. You look great.
I'll be 85 actually.
You look great.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. So so tell me a little bit more about Marshall and
Okay, so like I was saying, in Madison County, we're in the northwestern part of the state. In fact, those mountains you see in the far distance there, the grayest ones, farthest ones, that's actually Tennessee,
Okay.
and that's the Great Smokies. And so people who come here to Marshall,
Sorry, no. That's a no.
they don't know that number one, it's the geographically largest county we have in the state. Number two, I think I told you, it's like the second poorest and
Yeah.
like the third most populated. And way back when, in the 50s and 60s, when tobacco was king, there were about 5,000 people lived here. Right now, there's around, I think the last census showed there's about 9,000
Okay.
in the whole county.
Wow.
Little Marshall downtown. Did you come through town?
I did. Yeah. Yeah, it was neat.
It was devastated by
I saw that.
Helene, but it's starting to come back now.
Wow.
A couple of months ago, there's big piles of rubbish and trash all along the sidewalks where they were stripping out all the buildings,
Oh my
gutting
God.
them all, getting ready to build it.
Right.
But the trash carriers came by and cleaned all up. Now they're actually sweeping the streets, so it's getting better, but
Yeah,
it's still not back. But this old barn here is about 100 years old.
Wow.
It's typical of what
It's beautiful.
they used to be.
Yep.
Back in the 50s and 60s, the population was around 5,000. And like I said, there were 25,000 of these tobacco barns.
Yep.
And Marshall, Madison County is unique in that the climate and the soil is perfect for one of the 86 varieties of tobacco called burley tobacco.
Wow.
And burley tobacco is the only one of them that's air cured instead of flue cured.
Okay.
You know the difference between?
I don't know.
Okay, so if you have a flue cured barn, what you do is you have a big barn that's built real tight, and you build a fire inside the barn, and the heat from the cures the tobacco.
No kidding.
This is air cured, and they intentionally build these with those big slots,
Yeah.
openings in there, so
Yeah.
the air can go through and
Yeah.
dry the tobacco. So it makes it unique.
Okay.
And at one time, there was more burley tobacco per person on any place on earth right here in Madison County. And we're also famous for moonshine.
Nice.
Moonshine, quite frankly.
Any specific type or
Well,
peach moonshine?
no, it was all
just
straight.
straight-
They
straight
didn't do
moonshine.
flavored.
Yeah.
Even the old guys, they didn't like their moonshine flavored. So what they did is, this is all related in a way. NASCAR got its start here. Most people don't realize that. It was the moonshiners who were running the moonshine across state lines that started the big powerful cars to outrun the cops.
Okay.
And so they were chasing the moonshiners, and that led to the racing of these cars. So you had the hottest, biggest, baddest car on the road
Yeah.
to beat the cops. And that's how NASCAR got started.
No kidding.
Okay, yes. And 2 or 3 of the big NASCAR winners, like Childers Winery and Shelton and so forth Winery, those are all NASCAR drivers that were very successful. They built these big multi-million-dollar wineries just a little bit east of here.
Okay.
So it's got that history to it,
Yeah.
because back in the day, tobacco was the primary and only source of income for most of the 1,500 farmers we had here in the county.
You wouldn't think that with it being so hilly.
Well,
They just kind of grow it anywhere.
yeah, it'll grow just about any place. In fact, this used to be a tobacco farm.
Really?
Oh yeah, years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. We know the owners who had this, and that's what they told us
Wow.
at the time. That's why the barn was built, for the tobacco. So what happened then is they had this problem with the moonshiners, and the last of the famous moonshiners, his name was Popcorn Sutton. If you read it, it was in the newspapers nationally for a while. A couple years ago when we first moved here, he hanged himself in a jail over in Tennessee.
Oh my God.
He'd been in prison 3 times for moonshining. He said, "I'm not going back to prison," and he just hung himself.
Wow.
But he was the last of the great famous moonshiners.
Okay.
Popcorn Sutton.
Popcorn fun.
Yep. So
I love it.
it turns out that a few years ago, I helped write a proposal for Madison County to the Department of Agriculture, believe it or not, to get a grant to put in the first radio station in the county.
Oh, cool.
And it was called WART from downtown Marshall.
Yep.
And the WART sounds like wart, but it stands for Art Council. It's the Art Council that actually wrote the thing. And we got the money, and we built this, put the radio towers up and put all the electronics in. I was over there digging the cable. I mean,
Oh my
I
God.
was physically doing all.
Really?
So we get all this stuff put in, and they said, "Chuck, what's your radio program going to be?" I said, "What are you talking about?" "Well, you're the only guy that had some agricultural background that allowed us to get the grant. You got to have a show on." I said, "I don't know anything about radio. Give me a break." He said, No, you've got to have a radio show."
Yeah.
So I thought about it a long time, and they said, "We want you to do a half-hour show on Tuesday afternoon at 1 o'clock, and then we'll do a repeat of it on Sunday evening at 6 or something like that." I said, "Okay." So I bought a microphone, and I figured, what the hell am I going to do for a radio show? So the first one, I went to the station. And I wasn't real happy with that because the people I wanted to interview had to come to the station. So I found out that if I would go to the people, they were about 99% more amenable to me doing an interview rather than have them come to me.
Right, yeah.
So I took my laptop computer and my microphone on the road. And for 3 years, I put on a weekly radio show. I interviewed everybody who was growing grapes, who was making wine, who was selling wine, who was regulating wine, managers of
So you just pre-record it and then play it?
Oh, yeah. It was worse than that. It had to be 30 minutes.
Okay.
So I did about 12, 14-minute first section and a 12, 14-minute second section. And I made a whole bunch of commercials. I asked him, I said, well, I need a commercial. He said, well, we can't have a commercial. It's a public program. I said, it's going to be a fake commercial, like Prairie Home Companion. So I made a whole bunch of commercials that were anywhere from 30 seconds up to 5 minutes, like 37 or 38 of them. And what I'd do is I'd record and do some editing for the first 12, 14 minutes, and then 12, 14 minutes second. And I'd put a commercial in the middle that was exactly the difference between what those two added up to in 30 minutes. So within about 10 seconds, I had that 30-minute show. And just blew them away on it.
That's great.
So I did that. Anyway, back to the original story. So one of the things that I did is I interviewed the guy, the ATF guy down in Asheville, who's responsible for chasing the moonshiners. And he told me something. He said, this is not publicly known, but he said, since you're into the history of this region and the culture and all that kind of stuff, because I'm born and raised in West Virginia.
Okay.
So Mountaineers are my home. Anyway, hillbillies, except up there they call me a Mountain William.
You don't sound like a hillbilly though.
Well, I speak French, Spanish, German, Russian, and Arabic.
Okay, so you're pretty rounded.
I lost it.
Yeah.
But they call me up there a Mountain William. That's an educated hillbilly. Anyway, he said, Jock, he said, you may not know this. He said, but Madison County is the only is the only county in the state that has a cultural exception for moonshine. I said, what's that mean? He said, well, in Madison County with the tobacco and the moonshine, that's the culture of the people there.
Okay.
And he said, if you have a moonshine still and you're turning off moonshine, we're not allowed to arrest you if you're making anything less than 5 gallons. So if you want to make up to 5 gallons of personal consumption, it's good. Don't sell any.
Right.
I'm going to tag your ass if you sell it. No taxes here. But he said most people don't know that. And he said we don't advertise it, but that's something that we were sort of told that we could do here.
Nice.
Because so many people here depend upon moonshine revenue as well as tobacco revenue to make a living.
Okay.
And so that's why they
just keep it on the down low.
Yeah, keep it on the down low.
Yeah, that's great.
That's what he said.
That's neat.
So anyway, I have still.
Yeah.
I run off a few now and then for me.
Nice.
And
very nice.
I do flavors because I can. I like it. Most people would prefer it that way.
Yeah.
I'm a wine judge. I've been training the wine judges for the last 15 years since I moved here, 18 years since I moved here. And I've tasted damn near every wine made in the state at one time or another in the competition, so I know what a good wine is, a bad wine. And so it's just something I do. I'm a crazy wine guy.
No, that's awesome.
Unusual for somebody to make tomato wine and carrot wine.
Yeah, that's unbelievable though.
But it's good wine.
Yeah.
Okay, but it doesn't taste like tomatoes.
Right. Nope. I couldn't taste tomato at all.
Completely different.
It tastes like V8.
One of those medals in there on the wall is a silver medal for a carrot wine I made last year. A year before last. And after the judging was over, because it's blind tasted, you don't know who made it or where it came from.
Right.
You just know what's in the glass, what year it is. That's all they give you. And they said, Chuck, he said, we didn't give you a gold medal because it didn't taste like carrots. It didn't smell like carrots.
Yeah.
He said, it should have been a gold medal, but it didn't taste like carrots. I said, well, if you knew anything about chemistry, wine judge, you should know that in the winemaking process, the molecule that's responsible for the taste and the smell of carrots is destroyed, like tomato wine.
Right.
So it's not going to be orange,
Yeah.
like a carrot.
Yeah, it's just a
not gonna
sweet
taste like a carrot.
fermentation, and
It's going to be completely different.
Yeah.
And a carrot wine tastes quite different from this tomato wine
yeah,
in a different way. It doesn't taste like anything you've ever tasted before, but it's good.
it's good.
And that's what gives you gold medals.
Yeah.
It's got to be well balanced,
Right.
not too acidic, not too flat, not too alcoholic. Just right. It's got to be there. So that's what happens.
Nice.
But anyway, so
All
unless you want to do something else this evening, I'll go ahead and head back and get out of your
Yeah,
way. And
sounds good. I'm just gonna relax and
Okay.
just wind down from the road.
Okay.
And yeah, but I appreciate it, and it's a beautiful place.
Okay, well, we'll get you a dozen eggs in the morning
Sounds good.
and whatever
good.
else you want to buy in there.
Awesome. Perfect.
The Harvest Host people are obligated to buy something,
Yep.
at least $20 worth of something. I don't know what it is for RV overnights.
Yeah. Something,
Reading-
something like that. Yeah.
I remember reading, oh, he's got dairy cows over in their place. Huh. Well, that's
Man,
okay.
it's nice weather. Beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
they
been so
sold
hot in Charleston.
Yeah, they sold their farm.
Oh, okay.
And so they used to have cows. So he's got his cows on. Well, he has such small pasture and a big herd of dairy cows.
Right.
So he's always looking for places to put his cows and calves. We're happy of him. And we get
Very
two,
nice.
we get 2 quarts of raw milk from him a
Oh,
week.
nice.
We don't buy store milk.
That is awesome.
They run it when you pack
Yeah,
it out.
I don't drink it anymore. I used to drink it when I was a kid.
It says, "Do not pet. Ask to
Yeah.
me."
Yes, people, sometimes she has high anxiety, and people will just kind of walk up and like, hey, can I pet? And then she sees them going after her. And then, so I don't like people kind of, I like to have her visit people on her terms.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I don't usually go out first. I just stand there and wait and see if
Yeah.
they come.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, so, feel free to use the porch
Okay. Awesome.
if you want. I mean, if you got your own table and chairs you want to set up, that's fine too.
Yeah. I'll probably set something up and come up here and sit and enjoy the view.
All right, well,
See a little bit more.
I'll see you in the morning then.
Sounds good,
What
Chuck.
does next.
Thank you, sir.
Enjoy the peace.
I will.
It's gonna be really nice and quiet tonight. Saturday nights when they have the rodeos just across the river over
Oh, really?
and you can hear them till about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, but then they shut down.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, it'll be nice having some peace and quiet, getting out of the big city. So
Well, it's quite, I think,
might be the best sleep I ever had. Or
well, it'll be nice and cool tonight.
yep.
Everybody who comes here and stay here, we've been doing this for 5 years now. And we've had, I think the last count is something like 700 and some people here
Yeah.
over the years.
That's great.
We think that most people who come here, they like the fresh air, they like the quiet part, and it's much better than going to campgrounds. Or
Oh yeah.
someplace
That's
like
why I chose this. I don't want to go to campgrounds. Yeah.
And it's what most people told
Yeah.
me. I mean, when we first started this years ago, I said, who in the hell wants to come and park way the hell up here? And as the people started coming, because we tried it for a couple months to see if we like it, they said, Chuck, we'd much rather be here than in a campground.
Oh yeah. I don't want
And they told me about
screaming
the
little
kids
kids
and pets
and all kinds of animals.
Generators running and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. I
yeah.
said, I never thought about that. But they keep coming back. We've had several return visits.
Don't
here.
eat that grass.
I've got another lady who's come through here Friday night. She'll be back here Wednesday night.
Oh great.
And we're only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
But I made a special exception for her because she stayed here on a Friday night.
Okay.
She asked me if she could come back. And since I have nothing else to do, I'm retired. I said, sure, come on back. No big deal.
You said you're only open when?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights.
Okay.
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 But, I'm easygoing.
Yeah.
If you want to come back and stay 2 nights,
Okay.
it's no problem.
Okay.
If you
Yeah,
want
it's
to come back
beautiful. I
again-
might do that on the way, maybe on the way back down.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
We love to have visitors.
Yeah.
Like I said, the only rules I have is have fun and learn something.
Sounds good. I already have done both. So.
Okay.
All right, Chuck.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Take care. Take care.
Be safe.
Thank you. And I can just borrow these logs and level myself.
Sorry?
I can just borrow the logs and level myself.
Yeah, what we normally do is if you pull up on them, you'll see how they're made.
Yep.
Pull up on them, it'll lift the right-hand side up about 6 inches.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Look at those mountains. Gotta figure out how to zoom in. How do you zoom in? No. Alright, we're gonna figure it out. Alright. Not a bad place to camp. Old tobacco barn. Vineyard. Little cabin behind me. I get to use the porch. Woohoo! Pretty cool, huh, Z? Yeah. Not too shabby. RV overnights, Marshall, North Carolina. Z's overstimulated. She needs it though. Oh, don't break that. Oh, shit. God. We got fireflies. We got the moon. Not too shabby. Nice focusing. BBC. First night camping in the truck. Yes. 9 o'clock, going to bed early, huh, Z? It's a big day on the road. All right. See y'all in the morning.